Hi Cancer, welcome to Agnya 8, and here we are tuning in to the energies for second half of August. I have already done the reading for the overall month for the August, so you can watch that reading and see if there are any additional clues if you've not already done so. And here we will get the reading going for the second half energies. It will be a quick sneak peek. I have done the extensive one for the overall month. So if you've not watched that, I would say that you can go ahead and watch that. I'll get 3 cards from here and from this deck, and we'll add another layer to each one. I've got second card as the Journey, 7 of Roses. Now let's see the third one, what we get. Okay. All right, so here Cancer, we've got the first card for you is amazing. We've got all the deck from the all the cards from the same suit, which is the Roses suit in this, which talks about your relationship, emotions, and that aspect of the of life. And here we let's kind of tune in and see what the energies are. Now here, if you look at, there is the 4 of Roses, and now says views of the ego. Now there is a possibility that there is a barrier which gets created. It could be between you and others. This could be the ego mind which is coming through from either you or the other side. Now, views of the ego. Now you can see there are 3 people who are standing on this side of the you can view it 2 different ways, this side of the glass, or this is the reflection of this individual. Yes, this is. And there is this the reflection which is being looked at as a person who is somebody who is really proud of the fact the way they are. There are other 2. There's a woman, there is another one who are kind of associated with this person and looking at the image of this individual. Now there is a possibility this could be you or somebody in your life who is of importance. And for you Cancer, if this is you or whosoever this is about this individual is kind of very worried about the image he or she carries in the societal's view, and would always wants to come forth as somebody who is likable, admirable. It's not directly comes across as a people pleaser though, but deep within, that's the subconscious tuning. This person would be very particular about the image of in the society, which is very somebody with a very high social desirability. And this is nothing but the play of the ego, wherein somebody have such desires and such bent of mind. So this is something which you might be dealing, or you might kind of need to come forth in this second half. You might get reflection of those, your ego self in this. Now, if you look at the second card, there is this card which talks about journey. Now here you can see there are these ships. I'm just kind of giving you the closer look. There are these ships which are kind of sailing ahead. Some are parked and are kind of come to the shore, or this is kind of a port kind of a place wherein a lot of transaction, a lot of dealings which are happening. There is a big ship which is sailing towards the sun, and there is the sun in the background, which is not getting me the feeling of the rising sun, but it's kind of the setting sun. And this is like the closure of the day when things are closing, and there is this journey which is still on the cards. So this is about there are a lot of things, a lot of action which is happening, and a lot of things which are also being undertaken. Now, all this is also has some or the other reflection of the ego mind, which is trying to play its card by either this person or somebody else, or in the situation, there might be people who are kind of playing it all by their ego and from the view that they want to be socially desirable, and that's their desire. So that's the kind of thing which is coming forth. Now let's see, there is the Five of Roses, which is the garden. Now there you can see there's a butterfly, there is a child, there's a small girl, and there is another, the kind of the same age kid playing in the garden, looking at the wonders of the universe. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get the focus. And this one is kind of hitting at the catapult at maybe something, maybe a fruit or some. This is a beautiful, beautiful garden, as you can see. And it says the garden. Now there is definitely something which is this journey taking you towards. There is this beautiful garden which you also are have kind of grown in your backyard, and this is symbolic one as well, not necessarily that you have the physical one, but this is about your family, your friends, about a circle, and there is this about something which you have created, and you're kind of exploring that more and more. And this could be about two children in your life somehow. This could be also be a kind of a significance out there. There is something about some decisions or some thoughts, some opinions which you have about the entire play of the thing, which I feel is coming from, you need to operate from the heart. You need to see how relationships can be viewed very differently, in spite of there are a lot of transactions happening in the entire foreplay of the community, foreplay of the family. There is still some bit you need to see that how you need to deal with, away from not only have the views of the ego, but have the holistic views of which is solistic, as well as from the heart space. And there are certain situations, these cards delve out, will not talk about pretty much your mundane stuff. They delve out very deep in your subconscious. These cards are very different. I simply love them. So you may will have a very different outlook of the entire situation, is what they're asking you to do. So there is already a reading which has happened for the whole month, and then you may have certain reflections how your subconscious is playing in those situations. This will give you a little bit insight on those if you kind of link it up with what you have seen already in the month of for the overall August read. Now see here, yeah, there are some worries, and we will get there. Okay, for some of you it is about, okay, now here the further messages which I'm getting here with the additional layer which I've added. Now here there is this page of swords, which is about somebody who is learning the trick or learning the path. This could also be about communication. This could also be about interactions or messages. Now you might be receiving some, and you might be sending out some, or there could be mutual exchange of communication. But this communication might come across as harsh, something which is not being handled tactically, or something which is more driven by the ego mind, because this is coming as a layer under that. So you need to be very mindful of if there are any conversations, if there are any communications happening, any messages are getting exchanged. It could be verbal, or it could be text, or in any shape and form. You need to see that if somebody else is playing the ego, you need to be mindful of that. And if you are playing through the ego, you need to be mindful of that as well. You're kind of being worried about this journey which you will have to embark upon, or there is something which you need to start on, but there is a lot of worries you have as far as this journey is concerned. This journey could not mean something in literal sense. It could be something in the literal sense as well. But this could be about, your life taking from one juncture to another, and you are worried about that shift. You're worried about that transition, because we have a butterfly there in the second card, which is about transformation, all about changes as well. 5 is the number for changes as well, and 4 is about the stability, about the home life, and 7 is about the spiritual journey as well. So this journey could be of spiritual nature for you, and hence you might be experiencing some amount of dark night of the soul kind of a thing. But this is about awakening. This is about taking you to the next level. Now here with the 5 of roses with the justice, there is some balance which is getting established. And for some of you, but for a very minor population, if there is any custody related issues, or if there's anything to do about with about the custody of the children, or how about the upbringing of the children, etc., things are going to be in your favor, and things are falling in your favor because there is a balance which is getting established in. Or if you have anything to do with children, this is coming to the balance there as well. So I think some bit of focus, if I need to summarize this, if I'm sensing there is some journey which you need to embark upon, there is some bit which is being halted by your ego mind, and it's surrounded by some of your family decisions which also might be driven by your ego mind. But there is a journey which is pending to be undertaken. You're worrying about it. You might receive some communication, but there is balance getting established so that you can embark on this journey, and there'll be balance in all other aspects as well. Is how I summarize it. Now let me get one message from the Archangel Michael or Romance Angels, whatsoever wants to come forth. Yes. So the message which comes around here is that this is true love. There is something you are very passionate about. If this is not about the relationships, then this is about something which you're passionate about, and that is what this journey is, which is about this with this journey. This is already kind of, there's so many interactions within you which are happening with depicting through this so many people, and there is a sunset, meaning there is already so much of time you have spent on thinking about this journey as to how you would want to kind of embark upon that. And if you're watching this for romantic, there is a maybe journey which needs to be taken from one to another, and this is the romance of a lifetime as a confirmation which comes from here. And with that note, you can pick that up because it's a general read. The messages which are coming is something which you need to pick on. Now let's see what is that you're working on. We also have the new moon which is coming on in Leo on 18th. And let's see what are you working on as a in the next 15 days. And yeah, this is what it is. You are transforming your weaknesses, and some of the weaknesses you would know, it's time for you to delve into it. You need to understand what your weaknesses are. Where are you kind of finding those weak points? Or this could be your family, this could be your social desirability, maybe those are your weaknesses, and you need to transform that, because you need to put that focus on transformation, because you can see this little girl shining that what do you say, that magnifying glass on that, so that you can get the complete focus on it. So this is about transforming weaknesses. You need to identify weaknesses, and then you need to strengthen yourself to overcome it. Let's see what the message is. It says, my grandmother used to say that within your weakness lies your strength sleeping. In the times of greatest turmoil, if you use your intellect to override your emotion, you will find weakness turning into strength. So somewhere you need to kind of you need to use your intelligence, you need to use your the overall strength to kind of overcome this, as you can see that, the strength to overcome and transform these weaknesses into your strength. But you need to focus and see how you can move along with that. So these are the messages for you here, Cancer. Pick whatever resonates with you, because it's a very different kind of messages will come forth with these readings which I do for the second half. And each time the kind of what do I say, that each time the tone changes for the second half. So whatever I'm guided to, I kind of pick up. So maybe this is the need. So now here, if you like what I do hit the like button, and do watch the first reading for the month of August. And if you want a private one, you can write to agnya8@gmail.com and we can pick it up from there. So thank you so much for all the support, and do subscribe if you've not already. And if you have already, then thank you so much. A big shout out to you. So thanks a lot. Take care and be blessed, spread love, and be happy.